collective history written by Filipinos, by a Filipino, published in the United States. So if you haven't read this already, it's time, okay? America's in the heart.
So we're here today in front of the Philippine Consulate in San Francisco. It's day 2 of the protest against President Duterte's State of the Nation address. All these youth organizations are gathered for what's called the United People's State of the Nation address, which is in direct protest to Duterte's State of the Nation address. We've also seen a growing number of Filipinos and Filipino Americans starting to take notice and take action against what many would consider to be Duterte's oppressive administration. Right now we just followed the parade going on with the chants. A lot of people. Right now the convoy's coming in with all the cars. As you can see, the cops blocked off the street to let the convoy traffic pass through. And right now it is very energetic, very lively. You can really tell that the people are very emotional about this. They're very passionate. And you know that they really want change to happen, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get there.
People's State of the Nation address, a powerful demonstration of unity against the tyranny of President Rodrigo Duterte.
If we allow the Philippine government to set this precedent of legalizing absolute tyranny, we put at risk the rights and dignity of all people around the world fighting for justice. We will fight to junk the anti-terror law and fight despite the anti-terror law.
As you may know, the Philippines has been deemed one of the deadliest countries in the world for land defenders and environmentalists. Terrorism and has language that can be used to charge Filipinos overseas and here in the U.S.
As you can see, we're just walking through the blockade of cars that have shut down this portion of Sutter Street. And from what I've seen, this is by far the biggest demonstration in front of the Philippine Consulate. Emotions are high and equally the passion is high.
We need to make sure that the struggle against this fascist regime stops. We're going to keep building this movement until we oust Duterte and also take Trump out of office.
What are some of the things that you hope to accomplish by holding this United People's State of the Nation?
One, to make sure that the anti-terror law is repealed, for the policies of the government to address the needs of the people in the Philippines and all over the world, and that Duterte needs to step down.
With the shutdown of ABS-CBN, with the arrest of Nerissa, we're seeing the same pattern happen, where Duterte really wants to control his narrative, and he's shutting down ways that people can actually express their criticism.
And so now more than ever, we see the grave importance of speaking out internationally.
My name is Rodrigo. I wanted to be here today because what's going on in the Philippines is a human rights violation.
Since you're a rapper, you're a public personality. With the anti-terror law, does it change how you write your music?
To be honest, I do have my fears around the anti-terror law because I have so many family and friends that still live in the Philippines. I would never want my work and activism or my music to impact the people that I love back home. But at the same time, I know that if I don't say anything, that it's not using my platform to use. And it's more important now than ever to really speak out and to make sure that we're heard, because I have the privilege as a Filipino American to actually speak out, whereas our kababayans back home don't have that liberty and freedom anymore.
systems that be standing tall, all the powerful involved, they've been hoping that you fall. Will you rise or will you fall? Tell me when it's curtain call. Jump, the terror line.
Told you to avoid me. I'm telling the Filipino people, wag ako, it's gonna be bloody. And if I have to kill you, I will kill you.
Critical pa rin ang kondisyon si Brandon Lee.
The CEO of online news site Rappler is being arrested. You see there, Nerissa.
If you are expecting Marino yan, I'm sorry. You're out. I will see to it that you're out.
The resolution to deny ABS-CBN's franchise application is hereby adopted.
COVID-19 cases in the country surpassed 85,000 before the end of July. This amid strong criticisms over its lack of a solid plan to address the pandemic.
On the question of rising cases, overwhelming of hospitals, I did not hear any plan to really address that.
The people's movement is going to continue to grow, and if he continues to repress this way, it's only going to grow the movement stronger.
Unify and make sure that Duterte knows that we are coming for him.
The United People's Sona echoed a message of hope, love, solidarity, and resistance. Solidarity with our brothers and sisters back home. Love of our kababayans. Hope for the future of the Philippines. And resistance to any attempt of silencing dissent. The Filipino people all over the world will not rest until President Duterte realizes that he answers to the people, and the people have come knocking.